We are working to resolve a Doordash outage. You'll temporarily be unable to dash until it resolves. We apologize for the inconvenience. Papa John's, 9.9 miles. Now it says pizza bag recommended. $4.25, but we're not going to take it. But we do have a pizza bag.
Yeah.
And I know the Papa John's by us are giving some. Some I don't know if they do or don't. Can I get just 4 cheeseburgers, please?
Well, gonna make that. I'll be right with you.
This is Salem's Fresh Eats, where we have bed. That's the people. Is that the gyro place?
No, that's across the street from them.
$7.75. And you said that's taking us to... Oh no. That'll be taking us to Highlands.
Yep.
Nope. A lot of ones that are far away. 7.7, 6.6, but that
settlement.
Takes us into Cumbie. We're at 28% acceptance rating. So guys, let us know what acceptance rating you are at. Mm-hmm. This morning we woke up to that Doordash. Might be a problem today. It doesn't look like there's a problem. The only problem they have is giving us junky deliveries. Obviously, we're not the only smart ones not taking that Papa John one.
Let's pop back
It's coming
up.
back. Well, I said, a lot of people don't have a bag are probably not taking it because you got to show proof you have a bag. But
Well, it's not just that. You're going almost 10 miles for $4.50.
yeah. 9.5. Looks like today downtown Lakeland is popping. These are all coming out of downtown Lakeland.
Yep.
Not the North Lakeland side, so it's
So
busy
they're all
down there,
going
but
to
we're not
Cumbie.
down there. Yeah. Alright, dude, we got a starting point.
Yep.
575 for 2.9 miles.
3.7.
Was it 3.7? Okay. 3.7 miles.
That's all good.
It's a starting point.
Yep.
But it does seem like the city, downtown Lakeland, is banging, but
It's all going to the Cumbie
it's a lot of Cumbie settlement. And in the Cumbie settlement, it's kind of like if you're in a swimming pool and the ladder to get on the deck is your starting point. That's where all the food is at. And you have to swim to the other side of the pool to deliver. And you can't get out now because there's no ladders over there. So you have to swim all the way back to the ladder. That's the bad thing about it. Is that you're driving away from everything that's food related.
Yeah, because there's nothing out there.
And then, their 5 miles, remember, is a radius. Can be more than 5 miles because you're going up and down streets, stoplights,
Right.
etc. and etc. So that's bad about the Cumbie. And then if you get caught in that Cumbie area, it can
It's
send you to
hard.
Bartow
Yep.
or Highlands at that point. And now you're,
Even Lake Wales.
yeah, so now you're even driving further for your deliveries.
Yep.
And like I said, and then it catches you in Bartow, and then all of a sudden you're stuck in Bartow, and you're already 20 miles away from your initial destination.
Starting point, yeah.
But a lot of people they live and die by the acceptance ratings. You can die if it's 10 or 5%.
Yep.
Doordash will let you go. But then you wait a month or so, you get a new email address, and you're back on the Doordash again. So, but a lot of people think, well, I have a 95 acceptance rating. They think they're the best of the best. Some of them think they're getting the best orders. And, you know, they just think they're above everyone. And it's true. They probably could be.
Well,
But-
I know I'm not taking every single order that they throw at me.
Well, that's what I'm saying, you know. You taking the best orders? Maybe not. To get an acceptance rating? I don't know if it's worth it. I guess it's kind of like society. You know, everyone wants to be accepted. No one doesn't want to be not accepted, but we'll get into that more. Right now, let's get some McDonald's. After we had McDonald's. Whew. And hopefully this McDonald's will be good to us today. Alright, dude. Let's do it. And buy one, get one for $1 Big Mac. And we got cheeseburgers. Now that's a radio station helping you find joy. I think it's 106.1. They play a lot of gospel, but religious music. I've been there a couple of times, especially when you're down and out. But check them out. They'll help you find joy, all right. Now, does it work? I don't know. I don't listen to them no more. There she comes. But she doesn't look happy. I see the slow-mos are out today. BB, we are heading on the I-4 corridor.
Yes, we are.
Which doesn't bother me because there's no tolls. Only thing that would bother me is if there's traffic. But this sometimes can help you get to Kathleen than going through the side streets.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Learn your routes. If you dash in your own city,
In a quarter mile, take exit
Learn your
31 towards
streets.
Florida 539.
that all helps
Kathleen.
out. We're going into a gated community. And we were nice, or they were nice to give us the code on our way here. So,
Which is very appreciative.
yes. $3 tip, $2.75. Base pay. Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Wasn't a bad trip there. That was quick because
See, yeah.
everything. You can hit that, got it, babe.
Okay.
Because everything worked out. Here's a trick that I used when I deliver pizza. I would write down the name of the subdivision or property I'm getting on, and then I would put a code there. Because if you happen to be going into that area,
A lot.
right, you have a code ready for you. So then that way, if you're having problems, difficulty getting a code, you know, it would help you out, get faster. Now, why this one?
Because it swings outward, not
Okay.
inward.
But that's a good tip right there. You keep
Yeah.
all the codes
Especially
down.
if you're going into the same neighborhoods, gated communities. This
Yeah.
way, if they happen to forget, or they don't want to give it to you until you get there.
Or it takes so long for you to
To
say,
communicate
hey,
with them.
I need a gate code.
Right.
You're in there.
Right.
Now, don't go using the gate code to go rob people. Don't go giving out the gate code. Just keep it somewhere in your glove compartment box. It's, like I said, it's the best way to get into gated communities is if you have a pre-code ready for you. Now, a lot of people think accepting ratings and algorithms are the same thing, and they're not. People will argue, yes it is, yes it is. No, I feel like in our acceptance ratings, when we take the small ones, our acceptance rating goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
350 for 2.4. Nah, you can. I ain't delivering pizza for that. But
Here we go.
I feel like when we're doing more mild deliveries, our acceptance rating goes up quicker.
Yeah.
Is that an algorithm move? It possibly can be, but that's not going to determine what delivery you get, how many deliveries you get.
No.
Because if the number one dasher is on a delivery, they're not going to hold that other delivery
Until they get done.
until he gets back.
No.
No, they're going to give it to the next person in line.
Yeah.
You got all your top 95%ers dashing. Well, then guess what? It's going to the next person. And it could be a 15% dasher.
I think it goes to whoever's available in that area.
Right. And here we have a 10.9 for $6.34, where someone's smoking some good ganji. Anything, what were you saying now? You just think it goes to anyone in that area?
Yeah, I think it, in my opinion, I think, in thinking logically, okay, I would think that it would go to the next person that's in that area that's closest to that order.
Right.
So
I think the algorithm more is for when you decline an order and you hit those excuses.
yeah,
I think that's where the algorithm
I would say that's
can turn
where
into effect.
I could say I think I could agree with you with that. Like if you're
Always saying it's too short or not
too
enough.
small or I don't want to go to that store. I think that's where the algorithm would come into play there.
Now, it doesn't mean if it's too short that they're going to give you big orders only.
No.
They just know, like, hey, obviously what DoorDash feels is not a low ball.
Right.
You're
and
not.
maybe
It's not your
that's
opinion.
and maybe that's where the algorithms are coming into play too, with determining what the base pay should be for those miles.
Yes.
You know, and I mean that would make sense for the algorithms too, because if you got, say, you know, a $4 order, or let's just say it pops up for $4.50, and it's 12 miles. Well, okay, somebody out there is going to probably take it that's in that area. But then if it's sent to me and I say, no, the order is too far, so maybe that's where the algorithm would come into play to say, okay, well, for 12 miles, maybe just a base pay, and maybe that $4.50 is just a base pay. Maybe it needs to be more or less.
Right.
You know, depending on, and another thing too is maybe it depends on the food that's in the area. Like Chipotle's a hot one for our area. Chipotle, Chick-fil-A. You'll notice that those ones usually, even if it's say like 5 miles, it's gonna pop up $6 or $7 for us. So maybe that's where the algorithm is helping the Dashers too. But again, now, does the algorithm determine your percentage rates? I don't think it may, but I honestly don't. I don't think it affects it that much. You know, because like we're here and we can't be expected to drive all the way to Highlands, which is almost 30 minutes away, to bring somebody food and have it there on time. Because then you're going to get dinged because guess what? You didn't deliver it on time. So, again, a lot of play with that algorithm.
That's 925 for 8 point. That's a straight 98 run.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Okay. And the only reason is because it's a straight...
In 300 feet, turn right toward Mall Access 2.
Straight run down 98.
Next right toward Mall Access 2, then continue straight onto Mall Access 2.
By our house, and even coming back, we can hit the
other food
checkers
sources,
and,
yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
Continue straight onto Mall
that's a
Access 2,
borderline
then turn right onto US 98 South.
delivery that you take. A delivery like that.
I don't mind that one because it's straight. I'm not having
turn right
to
onto
zigzag.
US 98 South,
you know,
then use the left 2 lanes to turn left.
Get on I-4, get off I-4, get on another side street, then go, you know. It's, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, some of those judgments that you make,
use the left 2 lanes to turn left, then
225
turn
for
right.
2.7. It's not going our way, so we're not going to take it. But, yeah, some judgment calls, you just got to say, you know what? I'll just take that one.
And like with us, a lot of it is because we do know our area. We try to stay in North Lakeland, because we do know the roads and how the traffic plays a role in that. To where if we had to come from North Lakeland into South Lakeland, and you got light after light after light after light, and right now we've got construction going on, you want to avoid that. I want to avoid that because I get frustrated with all that nonsense.
Alright, dude. Get some of that Jersey Banks. As the A-team leader would say, I love it when a place has fast deliveries.
Yeah, I love it when a plan comes together too.
That is a whole trailer full of bread.
Is that even bread? Is it?
Yeah, it's all bread.
Oh wow. And donuts.
Another thing, an acceptance rating from a full-time dasher and a part-time dasher
are going to be completely different.
So, you know, a full-time dasher, that's a lot of bread, is going to have a higher acceptance rating than a part-time dasher because of the continuance of working. So they're getting more deliveries with their declines, where a part-time dasher, you might have more declines on that day than deliveries, especially if you're cherry picking. And if you're cherry picking really hard, there are days you can have more declines than accepting. Another thing too is a lot of dashers, when they go, like we're going way out here, what they'll do is after they do the delivery, they'll pause it. They'll pause their dash until they get back into the zone so they don't get dinged.
You're right.
Okay? Is there an algorithm on that? I don't know. Do they know that you pause a lot? Yes, they do.
Oh, yes, they do.
And with the changes that Doordash changes just constantly, you know, to try to threaten people for their jobs, you know, there's some people that are scared, like, hey, this is my income right now, so... You know, and then there's other people like, you know what? I don't even care because, again, you go wait a month, get a new email address, and you're back dashing again. So, You know, some people put it in the cousin, mother, brother's, sister's name. It is what it is. Now this is the boonies. That's right. I said it. The boonies.
Right.
Delivery. $5 tip, $4.25 for your base pay. Was that Mama living back there in the mud?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
She was like, I was hoping you didn't drive that vehicle all the way back there and get stuck.
No.
I was like, nah. I already told him, don't be driving our truck through there.
Only thing good about this Rockridge area is you get houses with
get
property.
land,
Yes. And privacy. You
Yeah.
get to do what you want out here.
Yep.
You have freedom.
You ain't got no one telling you, you can't paint your house this color, you can't plant that there.
No subdivisions.
No subdivisions, no.
Now, I know a few people have low acceptance ratings, but they're making a ton of money. You know, they're making good money. I mean, I shouldn't use the word a ton.
But they're
money,
making good money.
But they're making money. Okay? I know some people out there with high acceptance ratings, they're complaining that they're making no money. And acceptance ratings plays a part on you as a dasher. Are you a good cherry picker? That's what it comes down to. You know, there's people out there that they have a mind of a 12-year-old, that it's like a sponge and absorbs everything, and they can keep it in their brain, and you know, like, they don't need maps, and they don't need, you know, they can have 3-4 different apps on one phone. They're quick. They're, you know,
Yeah.
those are the ones that are gonna make the money.
Yeah. I'm too old for all that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, like someone like that versus someone that can't keep it in their mind. It takes them a little time to process everything. Well, you're not going to make that much money. Then you have the people like us, where we're just part-timers. We take the cherries that we can. Some days we have good days, and some days we have bad days.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, acceptance rating in any argument is, you know, you can make argument on both sides, but like I said, it all comes down to, if someone's on a delivery, that next dash is going to somebody. That lucky, you know, big money order dash. Now, maybe acceptance ratings, you might get more of the buffet style packages where you're picking up orders and setting it up.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're into that, that's fine. But like us,
Oh no, I don't want
I don't want to get a big order that I need a truck, then empty it out and then set it up. That's too much work. Because now, you know, you working for the man instead of the man working for you.
Yeah.
You know, you may think you're not working for the man when you're, like, when we took that, we got that big bulk one, like a party order. You know, you may think you're working for the man, but the man wants all that food brought in and set up. So, you know, you're not working for the man now. You're working for them. So, but
I mean, that time I didn't have to set nothing up. I just dropped it off.
I know, but you still had to make a few trips. You know, I had to help you.
Yeah.
Someone by themselves, you know, them people didn't raise a hand or nothing. You had to go up an elevator. Like, I don't know. So, like I said, there can be arguments on acceptance ratings on both sides, but I feel the time we've been dashing, as long as we've been dashing since it came out, acceptance ratings is just a number that you don't get fired. Just like when it comes time for your raise, what's your working level acceptance? You know, like I said, if you get 10 or under, you're fired. You stay above, well, you stay hired and stuff. And to be honest with you, I don't care if you got a 95 or a 25. Who cares? You're getting the same deal. You may think you're getting a better deal because it's all in the mind, but like I said, if someone's out on that $100 party order, where you think all them $10 tippers, you think they're going to hold it for you? No. They're going to give it to the next person. And if you got a bunch of 20 percenters out there working, well, 20 percenters are going to make money that day and get their acceptance ratings up to 30%.
Yep.
Uber must have all the non-tippers, 8.4 for $3.40. You get $3.75 for 5.9. You can decline that as we get. Oh, we're down to 27%. As we get into our secret location holding pad. Behind the scenes of what I have to deal with.
BB3?
This is 2 deliveries for 4.1, but it's going to the hospital. And that's, even though that's a good delivery,
Yeah, that's
it's
not
a
happening.
hospital delivery. And
I can't be bothered. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't be bothered with doing hospitals.
yeah, that's, you don't know what wing they're at.
Yeah.
You can decline that then. I mean, you don't know what wing they're at, and by the time you get to them, it's just, I mean,
hot mess.
yeah, that's,
You gotta wait, then you gotta call them when you get there. Half the time they don't have their phone on them.
and then if the hospital entrance is busy,
God help us.
you know, then they don't want you to park there, and there's no waiting area for anyone, you know, because you're going to the drop-off, the main entrance, but
Yeah, they don't want you dropping it off
yeah, you
inside the
can't go
hospital.
inside. Yeah, it's, like I said, the acceptance rating, you either gotta take one for the team so you don't get your acceptance rating down. You pick and choose, like we picked that $9 one. This one here, it's not worth it. It's worth to let that acceptance rating go down. Now, if that was a do or die acceptance rating, you know, then you'd have to take it, but you don't want to ever put yourself in a do or die acceptance ratings anyway. You never want to do that. So, but yeah, no hospitals.
And that can be a do or die. It won't get done.
Someone must watch our videos because they're at our secret location.
I'm not surprised.
Alrighty. Now, where I do think acceptance ratings will play a big part is, I know, like when we go to Chick-fil-A, we always see 3-4 cars of people, and they're all hanging around talking with each other as a group at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That's where acceptance ratings will play a major part, because if you're a 20% acceptance rater and you're hanging out with a 50% and a 90% acceptance person, well, you're gonna get screwed all the time, because of course it's gonna go to the highest acceptance person standing closest to the store. We don't stand exactly on top of a store. We stand a good distance from stores, several stores,
Yeah.
so that if that 95%er that's sitting at Chick-fil-A, because that's all he wants is Chick-fil-A orders, and he didn't want to take that Panera bread because he's thinking like, nah, I'm having good money here.
Right.
That's where the other acceptance ratings lower can benefit too. But that's another thing you got to watch out for. If you're those people that you love to hang around with people, I'm not going to tell someone what my acceptance rating is. It's none of their business. But if you're hanging around with a bunch of people that have higher acceptance ratings, that's like back in high school when you used to, when the gym coach would say, okay, let's pick a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to pick the guy that doesn't have good basketball skills when I'm always going to pick the guy that has the best basketball skills on my team because I want to win? So, that's another way DoorDash looks at that. They're not going to give you the 20% acceptance rating person when you're standing next to a 95%. So you got to watch out for that. I don't know if I see a lot of people doing that. That's cool. You get to talk to someone. You meet a lot of friends. But in the end, if you know your acceptance rating is low, you don't want to be near those people, because if you happen to be closer to another store, your chances are higher of getting it because you're closer than that person with the higher acceptance rating. But let us know what your acceptance rating is, what you think about acceptance ratings, your opinion, and stuff. Today was a caca day. Out here an hour and a half, $15. But again, the app started off bad to begin with. We've never had this long of a dead spot.
No.
In DoorDash.
Almost 30 minutes.
For this long. That's...
Especially with this time of the day.
Yeah, that's not... Yeah, that's...
But their app was... Their website was down completely today. So, earlier today, this morning.
So that could be a lot of it, too.
Yeah.
That,
so, again, just...
They got some people online. They don't have everyone. Maybe it's just a slow day, who knows? But I think it has a lot to do with the app this morning, starting out like that.
Yeah, their app went down.
Yeah, so. Alright, baby.
Modern technology is wonderful, but it's also a pain in the kisser when it don't want to work properly.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to say?
So guys, until our next video, everybody stay safe. Take care. Take care of one another.
Be kind to one another. Yeah. Don't stress out on your dashes. It's good days and bad days.
Yeah, try not to stress out too bad. I'm trying not to. I just take it as it comes. So, until then, everybody, see you.